I know I'm late to this video. Most people made this video about 2 weeks ago, but finally, we're ranking every Premier League home kit. We don't have Fulham's kit, but I'm going to put that in editing. I have a picture on my screen here. You can see the categories. We have top tier, we have decent, we have average, we have met, and we have absolutely terrible. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you do enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like. I would appreciate it a lot, and without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the tier list. Right, so starting with Bournemouth's kit, and I do like the design. I think it's a little bit overdone. That's why it's not going to be going in top tier for me, but I'm going to throw it in decent, because it is a decent looking kit. It's nice enough. Now, are Bournemouth going to have the happiest of memories in it? Probably not. They're going to be losing games 3-0 every week. Though I said they lose 4-0 to Aston Villa last week on my Premier League predictions, and well, they ended up winning 2-0, so, you know, that just shows you how bad I am at predictions. Arsenal, I really do like this kit. The collar kind of ruins it for me. Again, another kit that probably would be top tier, but then the collar just goes ahead and ruins it, but it's going to be showing Gabriel Jesus in it, so it does get a few extra points for that, but it only gets into decent for me. Aston Villa, it's a nice enough kit. It's basic, but sometimes that does work, and this time it does, but Kazoo just completely ruins it. I'm going to throw it in meh. It doesn't necessarily blow me away. Brentford, they went all wholesome and they went all for the environment, man. And yeah, this is the same kit they had last season, and just for creativity points, I'm going to put it in terrible. Yeah, sure, you did stuff for the environment. I don't care.
How dare you?
Where's the creativity in this? It's the same kit as last season. It's terrible. That's not to say I don't like the kit. The sponsor is pretty terrible. But, like, the fact it's the same kit 2 seasons in a row, that annoys me. I don't like the environment. I hope we all die. Brighton, this is a weird kind of pattern, but I do like it. And you know what? I'm going to throw in average. It's not as nice as the Bournemouth or the Arsenal kit, but I do quite like it. Chelsea, it's a basic kit, and the collar completely ruins it. I don't know what the pattern on the collar is, but I just hate it, to be honest. And it's going to go in meh for me. It's just... honestly, it ruins the kit completely. You know what? I'm actually going to throw it in terrible. That's how much I hate the collar. It's a decent kit, but the collar completely ruins it. And you also have to take into effect they have a massive 3 on the front of their jersey. Sorry, Chelsea fans, but I would avoid buying this kit. Crystal Palace, I love this kit. Absolutely love it. I'm going to put it in top tier. The design is beautiful. Like, that could very easily go wrong, but they've done it right. I'm not a massive fan of the sponsor, but you rarely are a fan of a sponsor on a football kit. It doesn't completely ruin the jersey. I think it's a fantastic design. Lovely pattern. It's just a classic Crystal Palace kit with a little bit of a twist, and it works really well, and it's the first top tier of this list.
So I was looking through some old photos and it looks very similar.
Yet another basic kit. This time it's from Everton, and well, it's just not nice, is it? Especially stake.com. Do you really want stake.com on the front of your team's jersey? I personally wouldn't. I have Fulham's kit up for me here, and well, you know what? I kind of like it. The sponsor doesn't completely ruin the jersey. I think it's average. It's a nice little simple design, and you'd think the sponsor would ruin the jersey, but I actually think it kind of fits well, and it's a decent kit from Fulham. Leeds, I do really like this one. It's a plain jersey, but the patterns on the collar is really nice. The colours are just lovely, and I think they do really well with this jersey. Leicester had such a nice kit last year, and well, they've really disappointed this year. This is a meh kit, you know, it's nothing special. FPS never really makes the jersey look good, does it? And so far, somehow, they don't have any new players to wear it this season. Only club in Europe's top 5 leagues not to have made a signing. That is just absolutely mental. Liverpool's kit, and at first, I really didn't like this one, but you kind of see the designs when you go closer up to the jersey, and it is nice. I wouldn't say it's a meh, and I'd say it just about gets into average.
Kidding.
Not my decision, but yeah, that's what they've decided, Premier League.
I'm going to buy it on the pure basis I'm a Liverpool fan, but Jesus Christ, is it worth €90? Probably not. This is the only Man City kit this year I actually like. Honestly, their third kit should be illegal. It's just absolutely terrible. Their away kit, you know, it's decent.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
It's hard not to like the badge in the middle. That's always something I like. It just shows a bit of classic. I think it works really well, unlike their jersey from last year. And it gets a decent for me. Man United, a nice little retro kit. And you know what? I do kind of like it. Some people seem to not like the collar. I think that actually makes the jersey. And you know, we don't need to beat around the bush. It goes straight into top tier. Joining Crystal Palace. Lovely jersey. And a lot of the jerseys they have released this year are top tier, bar their third kit, which is just an abomination to society. Newcastle, this is a nice clean kit. No real fancy design. They have the sponsor that kind of ruins it, but you kind of associate it with Newcastle at this point. I'm going to throw it in decent. It's nothing special, to be honest, but I'm always a fan of striped kits. I say that Brentford just sits there the first and terrible. I'm sorry, Brentford. I just hate the environment. Nottingham Forest, honestly, like, I say sponsors ruin stuff a lot. I hate jerseys without sponsors. They just look so bad. It's just it looks like a training top. Like, what is that? It's just terrible. Now, maybe there is a kit with a sponsor, but that one just does not look nice to me. I don't like it at all. It's just a red top with Nottingham Forest on the badge. It's just not good at all. This Southampton kit, I think you're going to have to put it on the same tier as Man City, because it is the same thing, and I do think it works out quite well. The sponsor isn't as nice, but look, you know, it is a decent kit. Spurs, I'm not madly in love with this one as so many people are. I think people are overreacting with this. I actually think it's average. It's just a Spurs kit, to be honest. I don't see the hype around it. I don't think it's fantastic. I don't think it's brilliant. This would not be a top tier kit for me at all. West Ham, it's a very basic kit. No sponsor. And I know I'm being a really big hypocrite when it comes to this jersey, but I'm going to throw this one in decent purely because I like the sleeves. They're looking nice. I like that pattern. Maybe that's just me, though. I am incredibly weird. And Wolves, not the nicest of kits, let's be honest. We're going to throw it in meh. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The sponsor isn't nice. The design isn't nice. The Wolves badge is just perfection, though. You know, you can't be throwing it in terrible with that beauty of a badge. So yeah, that's my ranking of all the Premier League home kits. Well, bar the Fulham kit, but that will be there in the editing. You know how it is. I'm an editing mastermind, me. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know how many I got wrong and tell me how bad my fashion sense is, because it is pretty terrible. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like the video if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one.